Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a beautiful princess who always felt a deep sense of fear and anxiety. The princess's nightmare started every evening when she would sit at the dinner table with her parents. One day she said, "I don't like this food." And as soon as she uttered those words, her father slammed his hand on the table and glared at her ferociously. Frightened by his reaction, the princess lowered her eyes and started eating in silence. Every time she tried to express herself, her father would interrupt her with an angry glare or a loud, commanding voice. As a result, the princess grew up believing that she had no right to speak her mind or make decisions for herself. One evening, the princess was sitting at her desk doing her homework when her mother entered the room. The princess was so engrossed in her work that she didn't notice her mother standing there. "What are you doing?" her mother asked. And the princess, startled by her mother's sudden presence, quickly replied, "I'm doing my homework." "Oh, let me see," her mother said, taking a look at the princess's paper. "You did this all wrong," her mother exclaimed. "Let me show you how to do it the right way." And before the princess could even begin to explain her own idea, her mother started writing furiously on the paper, completely disregarding the princess's thoughts. Feeling disheartened, the princess quietly erased her work and did as her mother had instructed. As the years passed, the princess grew up believing that she couldn't do anything on her own and that she needed her mother as approval for everything. One day, the princess grew up to become a young woman who worked in an office. Her boss called her into his office and asked her to stay late to finish a project, even though she had plans after work. The young woman hesitated for a moment, but then forced a smile and nodded yes, while her shoulders slumped in resignation. This is the subjugation schema, the belief that you must give up your voice and obey to be safe. It begins in childhood fear and continues into adulthood until awareness and boundaries create freedom. If you want to break free from the shackles of subjugation, then start by acknowledging the trauma that has made you feel like you don't have a voice. With self-awareness and a willingness to heal, you can rewrite your story and create a future where you're not defined by fear, but by your ability to overcome it. So tell me, what will you do to break free from the cycle of subjugation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this story helpful, don't forget to share it with others who might need to hear it. Thank you for watching.